What is up, YouTube? What's going on? We're back with another live stream. Going live on WAP.com right now. What is up, everybody? What is going on? We are back with another live stream on this Saturday, March 21st, 2026. Hope you, your family, friends, and loved ones are doing well today. Pretty much been home from work for the last roughly 40 minutes. Glad to be home, ready to hopefully get some wins today or tonight, hopefully. I know we have that 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time game between my Thunder heading to Washington. Well, we're pretty much already there, but we are hopeful to get this win. I think they announced a couple of players out in this game, for the Wizards at least. Just double check here. I think I could be wrong. Thought they announced like Riley was out, but I guess he's in. Sar's in. So we'll see. We shall see what happens today. But the community parlay did not cash at all. Nothing hit. I believe that once they announced that Cedric Howard was out, because I didn't know that he was questionable, or maybe he became questionable just before the game, that they announced him out, and I was like, oh, looks like the community parlay is going to be over with, and pretty much it was. It went 0-2-1. So yeah, it is what it is, and we just move forward with today's slate. So I'm gonna go back to back using Prop Finder here per the slate, because again, I do like what they're doing over there with their site when it's pertaining to the NBA. Just a bit more when it's pertaining to at least the player prop side. The Outlier for me is definitely much more of a better site to use for the spreads, team totals, and stuff like that, first half stuff. So that's where I usually do my main stuff, outside of also using the Money Baller too. So let's see what we can find here. Just in general, I will say I did like Stephon Castle for his rebounds tonight, but he is out. Didn't know that he was questionable, or the same thing with Howard. He became questionable maybe a couple hours ago or something, and then he eventually got ruled out. So yeah, he's not playing tonight. So maybe we look at Vassell tonight, because Castle came off the bench the last game, which was interesting. So again, maybe you look Vassell's way. Wemby is also questionable. If Wemby's out, then you really have, as far as the Spurs are concerned, you really have no other choice but to rely on, if you're looking towards anybody, Fox, Vassell, Harper. Maybe he starts today. Maybe just something to consider. Let's look at Harper, because he's actually green outside of from last year. Let's see what his stuff is looking like for his PRA here. His 3-pointers are green, but his PRA is down. He's actually been going under 25, but the books currently believe he's going to, it is a lean, just a few points towards him to get 25 PRA tonight. They're allowing 45 to the position, 44.4 in on the season. Last 5, 43, and then the last 10, 42. So it's a good potential spot for Harper to go out here and get the job done tonight to get his PRAs over. Let's see. Just in general on the month, you see Denny had 48, Alvarado had 28. Other names on here really don't stand outside of Booker. They shut Malik Monk down here on the 10th. Holiday had 27. Kennard had 25 for the Lakers. Reeves 26. So it does look good potentially for him to get to get 25 PRA tonight, if you feel like he can. If you feel like you want to take him for his points, it's 15. He still potentially more than likely has a chance, even just scoring the buckets. Yeah, see, look, Denny Alvarado, Booker, just the names that we were looking at. Holiday, even Kennard hit 15 on the nose. Pippen had 16. So it's potential for him to actually go out here and even just get buckets just to get 15 on the nose. They're allowing 29 to the position in the last 10, 30 in the last 5. But let's look at what he's doing PRA wise, just in general on the day. This is why I love Prop Finder, because they give you data on the actual day. Now he's under in the last 8 Saturdays on the season specifically. He's only averaging 18 on the season. So because he's under, it doesn't necessarily mean that he's going to go under again tonight. In the few more recent Saturdays, he's still hitting 20. He had 3 games where he had 20, 3 straight games he had 20, right? It's just that he missed on 2 of those getting the 25. Just literally just right there. 23 here, 22 here. What's going on, D Mackie? Hope you're doing well today over on YouTube. So you still may want to consider, but let's look at him. Let's clear this out. Let's look at what he's doing at home, because they're at home. He's averaging 19.5. So that's just in general. And then at home on Saturdays, he's averaging 19. So again, the question becomes, because again, they're giving him a high. I feel like, to be honest, I really do feel like it's kind of high. But again, I think the reason why the books are pushing for him to get 25 tonight is, one, because it's against the Pacers, because they're lacking so much, right? But then 2, because he's probably going to get more minutes and he potentially has a chance to get 26, 27 type of thing, but for sure 25 or higher, because he did it twice in the last 10. And of course, like I said, Castle's not going to be there. Wemby might not play. You know what I mean? They got to look towards somebody and something. So Harper has probably potential to start tonight. And then Devin, for him, let me see, PRA wise, he's been down. He's averaging, you're looking for him to get 23. He's averaging 20 in the last 10, 20 in the last 5. He's been going under. He's 1-1 against them, but that was last year's numbers. On Saturdays, a little bit up, just shy of 23, 22.4. Again, per the position, they're allowing 29 to the position on the season, 30 in the last 5, 29 in the last 10. Do you consider taking Vassell today, or maybe you fade him? Because again, he's been down, but that's what I'm saying. If Wemby's not in, then you would have to look his way for the 23, where again, there's a slight lean, same thing, the slight lean for him to get the actual 23. D Mackie says he took McCain, Kobe White, Siakam, Carter, Trey Murphy, and Harden for rebounds. Nice. I looked at Siakam earlier today, but he's questionable. So I did look at him until I found out that he was questionable. I was like, oh, let me look at him real quick. But then it was after the fact. I was like, well, hold on, let me look at the lineup. It was after the fact. I looked at his points because his points are super green, right? I was considering maybe taking him for 20 points. Now, it was 19 and a half hours ago when I looked at this. He's super green on the season, 5-0 on the season, in the last 5, 2-3 against them, 1-0 on the year, right? And then on the day, same thing, 23. So he's in the spot to score points, but he's questionable. That's why I'm like, I'm not even gonna look his way because he's questionable, because he may not even play, because I don't want to put him on the slip and then they void and then they give me my money back. I don't want to do that. So this game also potentially has a chance to go under, just because of a lack of players being on the court, if Wemby's not out there and stuff like that. So whoa. Somebody just texted me saying Castle's back. Hold on, let me see. Give me 1 second here. I don't see any info. Let me text them back and tell them that Castle was out. They didn't know that he was questionable. he's ruled out today. Sucks, right? Sucks. All right. So that's that game. All right, let's go back through the full scope. Let's see. I haven't looked at Kobe White at all. His threes are standing. Well, that's because I selected threes. I didn't mean to select threes. I meant to select. Well, let's look at his threes. Let's see, because he is green. You want him to get 2. You just need 2. He's averaging 3 in the last 5. Let me see. He's 7 to 10 in the last. He's hitting threes. So they're giving up 4 to the position on the year. Almost 4 in the last 5. 4 in the last 10. He had back-to-back games where he hit 3. The question becomes, would he do it again tonight? At home against my Grizzlies. Potential. He's 2-0 against my Grizzlies, but that was last year. He's averaging on the season 2.4, just shy of 3. Let me see. Again, maybe take him for 2 threes. Maybe you bump him up to 3. Give me 1 second here. What is his? It's 115. So obviously FanDuel believes he's going to do the 2. If you want to take him for 3, it's a plus 261. He might not get the 3 because, again, he went back to back. He had 5 here, because usually when players go even higher than what they did, they usually go back down or they go under the very next game. So it just sucks. You just wish that they would just continue to do so, continue to hit like 3 or higher for like 4, 5, 6 days in a row type of thing. But that's never truly the case. On the month, 2 here, 2, 4, 3, 3, 2. Some folks had 1. So again, this is just on the month. Peter and Shepard had 3 together in the same game. So there's potential for him to get the 3. To get the 2 for sure. 3 is a long shot, but you just never know. If you feel froggy enough to take him for 4, it's a plus 676. But I would at least maybe actually like the look for 3s. Let me look at his PRA real quick. Still looks green. Well, hold on. Before I do that, let's look at what he's doing with 3s on the day. He's averaging 3 threes on Saturdays, just in the last 10. 3 on the nose in the last 5. The only reason why that is because 2 of the games he had 4 and 5, right? But he's usually hitting 3. So I actually do like his 3s. So I'm just going to go ahead and cue that up. I have another one queued up, but this was from when I did it on my phone. It just decided to put it on here. I took Jalen Johnson for his points and rebounds today. I'll be sharing that in the Discord on the WAP soon. But I like him for, well, it was 32.5, but I was too late. I missed out on his value and everything. It's 33.5 on DraftKings and a minus 108. So I missed out on that value there. So it's all good though. But I like Kobe for his 3s. Maybe Desmond. Hold on. I don't know, maybe, well, not 3s, right? Let's see. 3s are actually looking bright, but also some PRAs are looking good too. Let's look at that. I got Sadiq Bey. I have him for his PRA over tonight, in the midst of him being 0-1 against at home. He specifically against the matchup, but I do like him for his PRA today. I took him over in that slip that I shared earlier. Whoa, hold on. Jalen Williams. Let's look at the homie. Let's see, even though he don't know me. Okay, you need 15. Slight lean to the under. He had back-to-back 15 on the nose. They're allowing in the last 5, 16. 21 in the last 10. Again, you need 15. So, per the spot, though, look at this. Tobias, Santos, Tatum, Bonchero. A lot of ball-dominant cats out there just getting higher than the 15. So, they're getting buckets, right? He specifically when we saw he'll be coming off the bench. So, but he's 2-1 against them, 1-0 on the season. He had, 20 here against Washington. If this is that's the thing, potential blowout, he potentially has more space and room to get more minutes tonight on the road too. So we have to consider that as well. On Saturdays, though, he is under. He's only averaging 13. So then let's look at him when he's on the road just in general. He's averaging 23 on the road just in general. But on the road on Saturdays, he's averaging just shy of 11. But again, this is, last year, this year. But on the season, he's only averaging 9. But this was more so, like, this was the beginning of the year, literally like in and around the beginning of the year. And then this was January 17th. But because SJ's back, Chet's back tonight, Hartenstein, kind of feel like he could potentially still, let me see, because I don't think they have, let me just double check here. Like, I would, just off of merit alone, I would potentially take him for the 15, just because specifically him at, on the road, he's doing this just in general on the road. It's like the switch gets flipped on. In the month too, he's 4-1 in the month. So he's averaging 18 in the month of March this month, just alone, 18.4, just shy of 19, just in general. And that's only because he had that 39 here, this big one against Chicago. So any other time he's usually in and around 15, but he's at least getting 15 for the most part. So I would more than likely still look his way just in general, because this is what he's done in the month at home. On the road. So the question becomes, is he going to flip that switch on, because he, again, is on the road and it's a Saturday, and, he doesn't go under, he goes over. The other, who's the other cat? Let me see. Let's go here. Not Jalen. AJ. Let's look at AJ. So he's averaging 22 PRA in the last 10. You need 21. Head to head, he's averaging 27. 1-0 on the season, he had 23 here. So he really likes playing against Washington. On the season, he's averaging almost 22. Again, you need 21. More so, DraftKings believes he's going to get the over. They're allowing to the position 45 on the season, 44, 444. See that number every day. There's a spot. And then 38 in the last 10. So more recently, they've been allowing. Let's see. Duncan had 21 here last night, or 2 nights ago. 25 from Karras. 25 randomly, though. Coming off the bench that day, I remember I was looking at the box score. He was out there getting the job done. I think he had like 15 plus points that night. So he actually likes. It's wild too, because I get notifications on my phone about Karras, because I had pinged him like to follow him when he was playing with Cleveland, and I forgot to take it off, but I still get notifications when he's like pretty much sitting out most of the time with Detroit. But look at this, he actually enjoys playing against Washington. 16 here, 25. So just a heads up, if he's playing against Washington in the next game, you may want to consider taking him for higher than what his line is. And now again, it was 11 here, but it bumped up to 14 here, so he went well above. So next game he might be higher than the 13 and a half here. So just be prepared to possibly, maybe still take him to the over his PRA, but he just might go under. But again, currently he actually likes playing against Washington. And this is recent. Gary Payton balling more recently. Yeah, 14 points last night. Missed it. That was money in your pocket too. I forgot to look his way, so I missed it. And there was plus EV towards him too. I just forgot all about it. Jaylen Brown. So yeah, AJ has plenty of potential. I like it. Let's look at him on Saturdays. Now he's only averaging 16 in the last 10, but again, this is between this year and last year. Last 5 though, he's averaging 21, just shy of 22. And just in general, on the season, he's averaging 23. So he's usually getting 21 or higher. So I actually like it. I'm gonna queue it up. Let's take AJ. Let's take him. Like I said, I have Hartenstein. I got him at a single bet. Before it shifted, I took his 11.5 rebounds and assists at plus 106 on DraftKings. This was like 4 hours ago, something like that. So there's that. Let's see. Anything for this Laker Magic game? I did take one of my main picks for the Lakers and Magic first half to go under. They're both pretty much mostly green. I think it's like 75% hit rate for both teams in the last 10, whether on the road, whether at home. So I kind of figured they're both slow-paced teams, more than likely, possibly, potential for the first half to go under for this game. Interesting enough, Dominatrix, the bum, is green for his PRA for 20. He's averaging 19 in the last 10 games, and he's averaging 21 in the last 5. Now, they're guarding the center position, but they're still allowing... Well, excuse me, I apologize. They're not guarding. They're actually struggling against position. They're allowing 34 on the season, 29 last 5, 30 in the last 10. Does he go out here again? He's 2-0 against them, but this was 1-1. So last year, but he's 1-0 on the season. Apologies, 2-0 against them. He's 1-0 on the season. He had 34 here at home. Can this dude go out here? I have not bet on this dude at all season. I don't even know if I even want to trust this cat right now, because anytime that I bet on him last year, he was not doing anything, and then when I didn't bet on him, he was actually going here and doing this stuff. So for some other reason, he's actually going here and actually getting the job done. Do you take him for 20 PRA today? Let me see. Hartenstein, they shot well, yeah, they stopped Hartenstein from getting his. Kalkbrenner shut him down, but Okongwu got his. Like just on the nose. Sarr got his on the nose. Fascinating. Okay, there's interesting. There's no data here. They stopped. No. Mobley got his. They shut Gobert down. So it's like a sort of kind of a 50-50 on whether or not you would take Ayton for PRA for 20. I don't know. Like, I honestly, I wouldn't. If I did bet on him, I would bet on him on a single bet. He looks super green on the Saturday. Fascinating. He's averaging 24. 8-2 in the last 10 Saturdays. This is including last year. On the season, he is 3-2 on the season. Averaging 20 on the nose. All right. What is he doing specifically last 10 on the road? Okay, he's down, averaging 17. And then on Saturdays on the road, interesting stuff. This is super fascinating to me. Now, hold on. Now, this is just between this year and last year, but he's 2-2 on the season. Okay. But it's just fascinating between this year and last year that he was 6-2, or 6-2, averaging 22 in the last 8 Saturdays between this year and last year, but he's averaging 20 on the nose in the last 4 Saturdays on the road. I don't know. Like I said, guys, it's really up to y'all if y'all want to take this. honestly, like I said, if it was me, I would bet small on him getting 20 on a single bet. I wouldn't parlay, just being honest. But again, he is technically green on the day, on the road. So he's in a spot, and again, he's 2-0 against the squad. So just in general, so 1-0 on the year. I don't know. I'll queue it up, but like I said, I'm probably, if I do take it, it's gonna be a single bet. Just being honest. Jalen Suggs, 25 PRA. He is struggling on the year. He's 50-50 in the last 10. He's 1-0 against them, but that was last year's numbers. 3-2 in the last 5. On the day, 50-50. 3-2 in the last 5 Saturdays. Let's look at him specifically at home. Last 5, 3-2, but he is 5-5 in the last 10 at home. So 3-3 in the last 6 home games on a Saturday, averaging 20. But they're giving up 40 to the position on the season, almost 50 to the position in the last 5, 46 in the last 10. So what are they doing? What are they giving up? Who are they facing off against? Mitchell had 25 here. He went way above. Ahmed Thompson, 41. His was 32. Thompson again. So Thompson has their number. They shut Bruce. Well, that's Bruce Brown. Apologies. Murray, they shut him down. Dillingham, his was 13. He went above. So they're struggling against point guards. Of course, Giddey's Giddey. He had 50 here. He went well above. So they really are struggling against point guards that are ball dominant. And Suggs is ball dominant. So maybe you do consider taking him. 1-0 against him, but again, this was last year. He had 33. So it's up to y'all. It's just that when he gets it, he's not going high above the 25. He's literally hitting the marker, just going just above it. So it's up to y'all if y'all want to take him or not. Let's see. When he's out there with starters, just in general, he's averaging 23. So let's say with starters on a Saturday, he's averaging 23 still. So it's really, nothing's really changed. So it's up to y'all if y'all want to take this dude or not. I don't know. Now, Pablo's been down more than anything. He's 2-0 against the Lakers. 52 here on the 24th last month. They allowed almost 36 to the position on the season. They've actually been guarding a little bit better in the last 5, only allowing 27 and 28. Just in general, 38 to the position in the last 10 Saturdays. The last 5 Saturdays on the season, he's averaging 41 though, so he really loves playing on Saturdays. And he's averaging 38 just in general on the season. I'll check that out in a moment, D Mackey for Edwards for points. So really, do you consider taking Banchero tonight? Again, per the last more recent Saturdays, 4 straight. Look at this, beautiful, 40 or higher for most of the last 4 straight, right? Kind of says to me like it looks like he's potential to still do his thing tonight, but he's facing off against LeBron and he's facing off against LeBron and Ayton. Let me see. Let's see. Doesn't say. This is just injury stuff. Let's see. Doesn't say. Can't filter. No data on the year. No data on the Saturday. Okay. Hold on. Okay. Pretty much it was last year's data when facing off against LeBron on the court, 52 and 38. So, all right. Just need to kind of see if I can break that down a little bit more. So again, maybe you do, because again, it's today specifically. More recently, he's been 40 or higher. So maybe you do consider Banchero tonight. So for sure, maybe you take Ayton. I'll queue up Banchero, queue up Suggs, because they're literally all in a spot to potentially do something tonight, right? In this matchup. So maybe you do, right? Let me someone on YouTube wanted to look at Edwards for points. Now he's only hitting at a 30% hit rate currently. He's averaging, you're looking at him for 15. He's averaging 13 in the last 10, but he's 3-2 in the last 5, averaging 19. They're allowing almost 24 to the position on the season, 27 in the almost 28 in the last 5, almost 25 in the last 10. You see, again, you're looking for 15. McDaniels got it. DeMar randomly had 41 here on some random cheese. I think he had a triple-double that day, too. I think. They shut Kamara down. Shut Kyle down the bum. Shut McCall Bridges down. Santos had 15 on the nose. Kuzma had 18 here, though, so he's 1-1 against them. This is just in the month on general. Shut Riley down, just missed it by a bucket. Koulibaly had 17. So it's like a 50-50 chance for the most part. Maybe 45-55 type of thing. Yeah, you're welcome. So maybe you do, but let's look at him on the day. Okay, he's more down on Saturdays, but I want to say this was last year's number, so let's actually look on the season. Now on the season, he's 1-6. He's averaging 6, but this was more so due to, actual play maxing them out on the court. So now that they're not there and it's him out there, he potentially still has a chance to score, because again, they're playing against the they're playing against Utah, right? So he still potentially has a chance to, he's facing off against a returning Conchar as well, so he's officially in, so he still might potentially get the 15 points tonight. So do with that information what you will. You said Gafford. Okay, Gafford's hitting 70%, 14.2 in the last 10. What's going on, Edibay? What's going on? Just researching now. Got a few names, few looks, hoping to find something. So Gafford, because D Mackey said on YouTube, Gafford for points, you need him for 10. He's going well above. I feel like this is kind of low though. It's against the Clippers. They're allowing 21 to the position. Whoa, hold on. Let me make sure that is correct. Yeah, you only need him for 10. I kind of feel like this is low. He's averaging 19 in the last 5, so he's 5-0. He's 2-2 against them. 1-0 on the season. He had 10 here specifically, but this is the beginning of the year. So his usage, I feel like definitely has gone up, right? So you're only looking for 10 points. Missy had it, Queen had it, Wemby had 21. They shut Herbert down. He needed 10 here from him. Renaud had 23 here. He needed 16 from him. Richard still got the 10, even though you needed 12 from him. He still got 10. So much of a higher, more positive side, because again, you're only looking for him to get 10 points. His usage is up. So potential, you could ladder him up. Like if you feel like, you know what I mean, take him for 10, straight bet, bump him up to 11, then 12, straight bet everything. And if you feel like he can get this 15, where he's hit 15-3 of the last 5, getting 22 or high, 20 or higher. What is his 20? It's a plus. It's a plus. It's not gonna let me do it. There it goes. It's a plus 1580. If you feel like he can get 20, because again, he did it back to back, even just in the last 5 days. So does he do it against Brook Lopez is what I'm really trying to say. Kind of feel like he should be able to get the job done right against Brook Lopez. But let's look at him on Saturdays, just in general. He's averaging 8. He got 10 points 2 times, excuse me. And then let's look at him at home. He had 10 points 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in the last 10 home games, and then home on a Saturday. 3 times, but it was on the back end, pretty much the beginning of this. Well, excuse me, this was last year. On the season, he is 0-3 on Saturdays, but this was again 2 months ago. Now his usage is up. Now he's getting more of a look. So I don't know. Maybe I take him for 20 points for this plus 1580. Maybe he does get it, right? But I like him for, just in general, I like him for 10, 11, 12, 13 type of thing on a ladder. Because again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 games, he had 10 points, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of those games he had higher than 10, 12 and higher. So per the just the 9.5. So do with this information what you will, because again, they're allowing so much to the position. I kind of feel like he can get I really do like this spot. So I feel like I'm gonna go on ahead and I'm probably gonna end up laddering that, and I'll just post it in the WAP. Okay. Oops. Anybody else? It's Clay. Maybe Clay. I only bet on him once this year. It was in a tech. It was. I apologize. I'm thinking about the other game because Utah's at home. So when I bet on Klay Thompson, and I brought that up during the stream that day, and I was like, yeah, I took Klay Thompson for his threes against Utah because he loves shooting threes against Utah. So tonight, if you want to take him for threes, he's 4-2. He gets 4 threes specifically against the Clippers. And he is 2-0 against the Clippers on the year, 4-6. Hey, take it. I mean, parlay that. Maybe they, maybe Murphy, because D-Mac, on YouTube says he took Murphy and Harden for rebounds, even though they're playing in the same game. I have Sadiq Bey for his PRA today, because he's in a spot to get 25 PRA tonight specifically against Cleveland, and on the day he gets the job done on Saturdays. Let's look at Klay. He's averaging 3 threes in the last 5, 3 in the last 10, 4 on Saturdays. But again, this is on the year. On the season, he's averaging 3.5 threes. Now, when he specifically gets it, as you see here, he's hitting 4 or more. He's only hit 3 on the nose 2 times, but any other time he's hitting 4. So he actually loves shooting threes on a Saturday. He's 7 and 4, right? Now let's look at him at home. On the year, he's averaging 3. But again, this is the day. This is him at home. He's only averaging 2.3. But again, we're talking about specifically the day. So at home on Saturdays, he's averaging 3. And again, once again, anytime he gets the threes, he's getting higher than the 3. He's hitting 4. So maybe you take him in a straight bet for 4 threes today, because he is cashing for the 4 threes. Again, anytime. Look at this. On the year, at home on a Saturday, 6 and 6. And if you believe in trends, he's potentially in the spot. Again, if you believe in trends, he was up, then down, then up, then down. Now we get to the next Saturday on at home. He's potential to get 4 or 3 or whatever, 3 or higher. So I like him possibly to take him for 4 threes tonight, because he's doing his job more specifically. And you know what? I'm just gonna cue it up, because I you know what, I'm saying screw it. I'm gonna take this right now. You know, I don't think I don't. Let me see. And it's totally okay if I don't. I'm just not trying to put. Let me see. Where's Dallas? I'm looking up on Outlier here. Whoops. Okay. I'm gonna go on ahead and take the chance. I'm gonna go on ahead and I'm gonna take Klay for 4 threes tonight. This is a risky bet. Yes, I know. The only thing is I don't have any funds on my DraftKings, and I really don't want to. It's okay. I don't necessarily care about missing out on the 14 points. I'm going to put this on FanDuel. It's just going to be 14 points lower. All right. But I would, again, you're looking at the data like me, specifically on a Saturday at home, even specifically on, Saturdays, he has hit anytime he gets 4. He's 3-0 against them, against the Clippers specifically, right? And then Saturdays in the season, anytime he gets it on a Saturday at home, he's hitting well above the 4, right? Even again, you're looking for 3. The general number is 2.5. Still plus money, right? But again, when he's hitting higher than the 4, but at least he's still getting 4. So if I were you, I would highly recommend you take him for the 3 plus 109. You know, you throw 5 on there, and then you take another 5 or whatever, and you put it on this 4. But that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna throw the quick 5 because I have I still have funds on my FanDuel because I used pretty much my what you call it on DraftKings per the one pick that I had for Jalen Johnson. So I really don't feel like putting any more funds on DraftKings unless it warrants it, because I already got some other picks over there. So I'm trying to see if we can cash on something. All right. So there's that. But Clay, just in general, Clay just for threes looks great. Now again, Cedric did not play last night, and he's probably not playing again tonight because he was on our community parlay last night. He is officially out again. 4 hours ago, he was ruled out. So there's that. And once again, Ja Morant's out again. So it is what it is. For the Hornets, they have pretty much everybody in tonight. Do you maybe take, let me see, PRA wise, it's not looking good for Brandon Miller. Again, I know we looked at Kobe. He potentially can still go off today. Again, this is what, dude, he was balling for Chicago. I still don't understand why they traded him away. Just being honest, I really don't know. It doesn't make any sense. This is what he's done on Saturdays. This is what he's doing. Just beautiful looks. He's 5-1 on the season, averaging 26. So maybe you do. I literally do. The books believe he's gonna go on. At least FanDuel looks like believe he's gonna go under, but I'm seeing over currently. Averaging 26 in the last 5 Saturdays at home. But again, this stuff was more so when he was with Chicago. All the stuff was when he was with Chicago. But again, more recently, in the last, several games, he's actually been finding his groove with Charlotte. So 6-4 in the last 10, 3-2 in the last 5, 3 straight games of 20 or higher. Look at that, 30 and 35. So him versus my Grizzlies, I really do honestly believe he can do higher than 21. Maybe even maybe 24, maybe 25. Because again, they're allowing so much to the position, and I just feel like he can go out there and get the job done. If you even just feel like he can get 15 points, take him. Let's see, 15 on the nose, beautiful. Again, this was that. He is technically on a Saturday. He's 2-0 with Charlotte, 20-18. So yeah, maybe if you don't feel like he would get the PRA, but you feel like he would get the points, maybe he hooks, maybe he doesn't get 20 or whatever. Actually, I like his points. Let's take his points. Oh, side note, Khalil Ware, because Andrew Wiggins is not playing today. Norman Powell's still questionable. Jamie Jaquez is out. So Ware is more than likely going to be getting much more minutes. So since that's the case, right, he's technically in a spot because they're allowing 19 points to the position, 15, almost 16 to the position in the last 5, 17 in the last 10, right? He's potentially in a spot to possibly get 15 points tonight, possibly. So if you take him for 15 plus put him down for 10 because he potentially could get a double-double, I put him down for a double-double. That's why I shared it in the Whopping Discord about an hour and a half ago or whatever. Because there's more. The 15 and 10 on FanDuel as of like an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours ago, was a plus 326 when I first originally looked at it. This was at like excuse me. This was like two some odd hours ago. So I was still at work. I was talking to one of my boys about it, and I was like, well, maybe I take Khalil Ware for 15 points and 10 rebounds. But I was like, well, maybe he gets a double-double. Maybe he doesn't get the 10 points, but he still gets the, apologies. Maybe he doesn't get the 15, but he still gets like 10 and 10, right? Maybe he gets a little bit above the 10. He doesn't get the 15. Because as you see here, he's getting in and around 12-ish, like more so up, but not hitting 15. He only had it here. So head to head though, he had 15 here, but this was last year's numbers. So Khalil Ware on a Saturday, he has only hit 15 one time. This was December 27th. Him specifically at home, he hit 15 again one time on this year, and it was this month on the 5th. So that's what I'm saying. He may or may not. He's still potential to get the 15 because again, he's literally a bucket or two off, from getting 15 most of the time. So that's why I said let me take him for the and this is what he's done on Saturdays at home, specifically in the last 5. So that's why I was like, let me take him for the double-double. That's why. So he has potential. That's what I'm saying. He has potential to get at least a double-double, maybe very small potential to get 15. If you want to take him for 15, it's a plus 229 on FanDuel. If you want to do both that plus the 10 rebounds, because that's even at plus value if I remember. Yep, it's that plus value or higher. You know what I'm saying? Then you'll get even more of a stronger look. So just something to note for that one. But honestly, guys, I really feel like we have a lot on the plate here. So I would say maybe, I don't know. Let me see. Look at this real quick. I don't know. Maybe we take a break on the community parlay, and maybe I look at everything on the list and I put together maybe like, just like a 3 to 4 leg something off of this list, and I just share it in the Discord in a while. Maybe I do something like that. But like I said, maybe we take a break on the community parlay for today. Tomorrow doesn't look promising either. Monday looks good, actually. 2, 4, 6, 8. There's 10 games on Monday. I mean, technically, today is still a good day for a community parlay. You have plenty to work with. That's why I love bigger slates, more games on the slate, because there's so much more that you can find, right? But I don't know. I could, again, potentially I could take, technically I could just take Kobe White, maybe Mitchell. Maybe I'll just do that. Maybe Kobe. Maybe we do one more day and then tomorrow we take a break, because tomorrow's only like 6 games and it doesn't look like we can really find anything for the community parlay tonight. Trying to think what I would want to do, but this is technically this is all what we have. We have Kobe White for points. We have Kobe White for threes. We have Suggs for PRA, Gafford PRA, Clay for threes. I took him on a straight bet. Clay is in a spot for PRA just in general as well, just not his threes. He loves playing against the Clippers in general, so that's potential for that as well. Gafford still technically he's in a spot to do something tonight, even he's in a spot to potentially get 18 PRA tonight, potential, because they're allowing 21 in the last 5, 25 in the last 10. So there's that as well. But it's just like I said, last 5 it's more so his usage has gone up more recently, so you still potentially have a chance for him to do it again tonight, just in general, just on the basis of the last 5, even outside of the day. So maybe no. And like I said, if I do decide to take 8, and it'll be on a straight, but I really don't trust your boy on a parlay. So yeah, let's look at Suggs again. Want to know see Saturdays he actually gets in and around the number, and they're allowing more recently. And then also too, there's also Bonchero as well. He might get higher. All right. Maybe we do take a break. We'll see. If I do decide it, because I really don't know if I even want to do a community parlay today. But if anything, I would probably just take a few of these and put them on a parlay and submit it to the Wobbin Discord and see what happens. But all right, I'm about to be out because I need to go eat dinner and probably handle some business with family real quick. But other than that, you all enjoy the rest of your evening, noon, and night. Thanks for coming through, D Mackey. Thanks for coming through, Ed B. All of that, appreciate it. It's real as always. Hope y'all stay safe, stay humble, take care of yourselves, your family, friends, and loved ones. And I will hopefully, maybe tomorrow, be back tomorrow with with another stream. But if not, Monday for sure, because the slate's much bigger with the mini games on the slate. We'll see. But I'll see you later, guys.